Oh, honey. Happy Idul Fitri, everyone.
Ini pohon plumnya ya teman-teman ya, sudah berbunga banyak, tapi nanti nggak tahu dia menjadi buah atau enggak, soalnya biasanya ini bunganya nanti rontok semua ya. Semoga aja ntar jadi buah. Nah sekarang aku mau bikin selai untuk nastarnya ya teman-teman ya. Ini aku pakai 5 buah nanas, karena nastar itu terkenal sekali ya di keluarga kami, kita semua suka nastar. Jadi yuk sekarang kita bikin selainya ya. Untuk selainya ini saya tambahin dengan gula pasir, cengkeh, dan kayu manis. Sekarang kita tambahkan gulanya, tambahkan kayu manis, tambahkan cengkehnya. Nah ini udah mateng ya teman-teman, sudah coklat keemasan kayak gini. Setelah itu mau saya dinginkan di kulkas, nanti tinggal dibulat-bulatin ya. Untuk bahan kulitnya saya pakai tepung protein rendah, tepung maizena, susu bubuk, gula halus, margarin, mentega, dan telur. Nah sekarang kita mixer margarin, mentega, dan gula halus. Mentega, gula halus. Ini mixernya dengan kecepatan sedang aja ya teman-teman ya, nomor 3 atau nomor 4 gitu speednya. Terus nggak usah terlalu lama, cuma sekitar 3 menit saja supaya nanti waktu di oven nggak mengembang ya, jadi biar berbentuk bulat dan biar menteganya itu tidak mudah cair dan supaya nanti adonannya lebih stabil ya. Lalu kita masukkan telurnya. Ini masukkan telurnya nggak semuanya teman-teman, sedikit-sedikit aja. Ini saya campurkan maizenanya ke tepung terigu protein rendah. Lalu kita aduk susu bubuk ke adonan mentega, margarin, dan gula halus. Kita aduk sampai adonannya kalis ya teman-teman. Sekarang mau saya simpan di kulkas selama 30 menit ya teman-teman, biar nanti waktu dibentuk bulatannya bagus ya. Untuk olesannya saya pakai 3 buah kuning telur dan saya tambahi dengan sekitar 1 sendok makan madu. Ini loyangnya udah saya olesin dengan mentega ya teman-teman ya. Oh iya teman-teman, favorit kue lebaran teman-teman apa? Kalau di keluarga kami itu nastar dan kastengel ya. Ini nastarnya saya bikin besar-besar jumbo seperti ini teman-teman. Karena suami saya waktu kecil, dia itu cerita mamanya tuh sering bikin kue namanya scone ya, yang asalnya dari Skotlandia. Cara makannya itu dengan selai dan krim kental gitu. Apalagi kalau pas Paskah ya, mamanya sering bikin. Biar suami saya juga nostalgia dengan masa kecilnya, dan karena kan hampir sama ya, di dalamnya ada selainya juga, cuma nggak pakai krim kental ya. Lagian lebih cepat kalau ukurannya besar ya. Tinggal diolesi. Ini kita panggang di suhu 150 derajat selama 30 menit. Bahan-bahannya saya pakai telur, gula halus, tepung protein rendah, coklat bubuk, rasa vanili, coklat batangan, dan sirup cherry kalengan ya teman-teman ya.
I got 100 gram of self-raising flour, 50 gram of cacao, must be pure cacao, not hot chocolate or anything like that. And we mix the two together. In the sieve here, and now we're going to give that a little bit of a tap through just to sift all of that through. I'm just going to give it a bit of weight here and just tilt it slightly to one side because it's going to start trying to come up. Just going to crack the eggs, put them into a bowl. We'll just put in the 6 eggs. Just beat it through just 1 or 2 minutes. Once the egg's been beaten to just a small level there, what we're going to do then, we turn off 150 gram of caster sugar in the slightly beaten egg. Teaspoonfuls of vanilla. This is going to mix for about 10 to 15 minutes until the mixture gets thick, and so it can leave a trail when you pull out the mixer. It gets thick like whipped cream. Looks like it's all done. Shows that it's got to the right thickness. Now we've got to add in the cocoa powder and flour. Put this into a bowl that's going to make it easier for me to turn it over with all the chocolate. Ooh, a lot of bubbles in that one. That's a good one. Put some butter in the pans, and I'm putting in the chocolate. Basically, you've got to slowly turn it. Keep turning it from the same direction, or else the bubbles are going to come out. The air is going to deflate. So little by little, keep turning it clockwise, or if you're an anti-clockwise person, turn it anti-clockwise, but keep doing the same way. And ooh, that was a little bit too much. Okay, so we're going to let this cool down for about half an hour. Okay, so now we're going to make the whipped cream, and half teaspoonful of salt, teaspoon of vanilla. I got some double cream. Okay, we're starting off slow just to get a little bit of air into the cream, and then when it gets fully aerated, then we turn up the speed to thicken it up. Okay, we just turned up the speed now, just a little bit. Okay, so now we've turned it up to the higher speed, and this is going to really get the air into it. Okay, so we managed to stop the machine just in time, because any further the whole thing turns to solid. So I just got it at the right level there, and so it's workable, and yet very still creamy. Okay, that's the whipped cream ready and done. Okay, I like using this one because there's a lot of work goes into the cherries if you're gonna do it else, but this is like ready made. It's nice and thick, and probably the best flavour I've ever found. Couldn't believe I could get it from a can, honestly. And the important bit is one big blob in the middle there, right? And that will then, we can put all the fruit all around that. It's in a circle. But when you cut it, you've got the cream, you've got the cherries, and then you've got the cream, and then the outside. Lovely. Okay. Look at this. This is all the pre-made one. There's a lot of work goes into this if you have to do it yourself. Yum. If you got like a cover like this, got to get rid of that. It can get chewy, so we just want to give it a quick shave over the top there. Get rid of all of that, just so we're left with the actual sponge itself. Okay, just cut the end of the bag off, inserted the nozzle, and now I'm going to put in the cream inside the bag. And then I'm going to twist the top, get it down. I'm not sure if this is the prettiest one. And all these
Tara, kuenya udah jadi teman-teman. Aduh, udah nggak sabar.
Happy Idul Fitri, everyone, and hope you're having a lovely time with your family.
Bumbu halusnya saya pakai brambang, bawang putih, garam, dan ketumbar. Nanti ini semua saya haluskan, terus saya tambahi 1 sendok makan minyak goreng dan 1 sendok makan kecap manis. Setelah ini kita masukkan bumbu halusnya. Tambahkan kecap sekitar 1 sendok makan. Dan minyak sekitar 1 sendok makan juga. Lalu kita marinasi selama 30 menit ya teman-teman ya. Nah sekarang kita mau masak satenya dulu nih teman-teman. Satenya udah matang nih teman-teman.
Woohoo!
Tadinya kita mau makan di luar teman-teman, tapi biarpun cuacanya tenang ya, masih agak dingin.
Love it, absolutely scrumptious.
Anak saya kepedesan teman-teman, dia soalnya dia katanya minta cabai, saya kasih cabai cuma sedikit aja.
Oh, honey. Yummy, yummy, honey. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Love in my tummy.
You like it, yeah?
It was lovely, thank you, honey.
Yeah, that is a chicken satay from East Java.
I like this one. The peanut sauce is fantastic.
Wow, ini enak sekali nih pasti teman-teman. Suami saya jago banget bikin black forest teman-teman.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Thanks.
Kayaknya kita nggak akan nyobain nastarnya teman-teman karena kue ini udah kenyang sekali. That always make the best Black Forest cake. Really yummy, honey. It's perfect, like the one I bought from the shop.
Selamat Idul Fitri. I hope you had a lovely eat with your family.
And make sure to like the video, comment, and also share it with your mates if you liked it.
Minal aidin wal faidin teman-teman, mohon maaf lahir dan batin.